Okay, this is having a look at some of the budgeting tools that you've been given for your assignment. First of all, if you go to Canvas, you'll see the tools there. So download that, the task sheet, and on the task sheet, they've already given you the first year pay for a small number of apprentices. So we'll just take one of those to get us started. We do have to go to the site here that links up with the Ombudsman site there, the pay calculator. If you click on that, and you can punch in a search there for another apprenticeship. We won't do that just now. Let's just take this one, the electrical apprentice. Now, the tools, you have other tools here. If you just go to the week 12, lesson 12, week 4, lesson 12. We're in week 5 now, but this is the one with the tools here. So there again is the task, but here we've got budgeting assignment template for income and expenses. So download that, and there's your tax calculator. So they're both spreadsheets, Excel, SX, Excel spreadsheets. I've already downloaded those. So I'll open up the tax calculator. All right, so I've got the tax calculator open. Just put that, drag it over there a bit. So let's hit the edit button so we can edit it, and view a read-only, save. So save it for your own purposes. Tax calculator, I'll just put mine. Okay. Now, that was 13.23 was that hourly rate. So what I'm going to do, we need to convert it to annually. We can do that we'll be doing that on the other spreadsheet anyway, but let's just do a quick one here. First year. So this is, I'll just put up here, electrical apprentice, weekly. So weekly will be, you just want to type the formula, 13.23 times 38. That's our assumption. We're going to work 38 hours a week, full time. So you can fill in the rest for fortnightly, monthly, and annually. I'm just going to go straight to annually. So we just want to multiply that by 52. Yeah. I'm going to bring that over. Control X, Control V. I don't really, oops, try that again. Control X, Control V. I don't really need fortnightly that at the moment. Okay, so that's our annual 26 grand. Now, to find out the tax on that, using the spreadsheet here, we want to pick the bracket. It's in that second bracket, the 18 to 45,000. So let's type. Well, you can see you can see what it's roughly going to be. It's going to be about 1,300. So let's just put it in here. If it's not a little bit above that figure, we've probably made a mistake. 26,142.48. We don't need to really worry about the cents. Okay, so there's 1,500. That's our tax there, 1,509 or $1,508 here nor there is no problem. You'll see if you put it in the wrong bracket, you'll probably get a different figure. So let's just see what happens. 26,142.48. So this is wrong. So incorrect bracket. Incorrect bracket there, right? This is the one that's correct, this one here. So now, and you can also get this figure from the ATO's income tax, simple income tax calculator. I won't go there at the moment. We'll just take this figure and we'll go to the next spreadsheet, which is your budget. Okay, I'm just opening up that budgeting example spreadsheet here. So let's just enable that for editing. Now, you really want to save that. File, save it as, put it in your folder somewhere where your assignments are. Okay. And budgeting assignment template for, actually, yeah, you can see I've already saved one there. Just put another one for the purpose of this. Okay. I'm just going to widen that column there up here. All right, the font's a bit small. You can zoom in with Control and scroll your mouse key or go into View and enlarge. So this is an example. This one, same thing, but without the example. Oops. If you see an undo, it's just I'm just doing Control Z. So let's have a look at what they've done with this example. So total tax paid, that's a formula. Pre-income tax, income post-tax. So if you look at the income post-tax, it's referring to G3, take K9. K9 is over here. K9. Okay, so there they've got the tax there for 2022 of that. So, and that's referring to another, oh, that's, okay. All right, so this is actually created using the formula over there. We went to the income tax thing. So what I'm going to do, we've already got that. We've got that copy of this spreadsheet, so it doesn't matter really if I do any harm to this. What I'm going to do, I'm going to rename this. This is my first year. When I've done this, I'm actually going to copy this sheet and make another one for my second year. So here in 2022, I'm going to just type in here that figure we got to, was it 1,508? I think it was. I'm not even going to worry about the cents. I'm going to delete those. As I say, you've got, and you can always download it again if you're worried about damaging anything. So I'm going to go, I just check that figure. There it is there, 1,508, 1,509, same thing. Okay, so there's the total tax paid. Now, over here, your annual income, we just worked it out. So we'll plug it in again, 1323, and we should get the same figure we got before, 26,142. So these figures here, we don't know what it is for the second year yet. I'm going to delete that, delete that. So we're just working on 2022 at the moment. So we've worked out the tax, that's there. There's our annual, and there you are, it's just annualized it. All right, we've just simply done the tax calculation separately. All right, so we don't really need to worry about this table here, this formula, we've done that. The post-income tax, then the formula here, it just brings it down for us. It's bringing down the annual. It's this formula here is a bit esoteric because this is actually a table, and that's why in Excel you can actually insert a table, which means I can sort. I can actually sort by these down arrows here if I wanted to sort in alphabetical or ascending order without having to go through the different sort dialogues which you have up on your home key. You've got all these, there's there somewhere, data, it's on data sort anyway, there it is. So instead of going through that, if you have a table, so I hope that hasn't confused you, but that's why that formula is a bit different. Let's go back. It's this figure here, this annual figure here, is taking this annual figure for income gross tax, and it's taking away this this figure over here, the K9. All right. All right. Don't cast aspersions on your tax because it's called K9. It's not because of a dog of a thing. It's something we all have to do is pay tax. Otherwise, we wouldn't have any health services or roads and every other thing. Okay. So there's your annual. There's your weekly, and fortnightly is just dividing the annual by 26. Monthly is just dividing by 12. Okay, no issues there. Now, with that annual amount now, your budget's going to look at that, plug all that in when you get a total down here. Maybe not. Okay, so that's our next thing. We can do a budget. So, all right. I'll just double check that to make sure we've got that clear. We've got this annual amount here, 26,142 here. There's 24. It's just this 26,142. Take away that 1,500. That's all that is. And then over here, it's just divided that figure by 52 or 26 or 12, depending on whether you're weekly or whatever. So, so what we're doing is we're building up to have the option of doing a weekly budget, a fortnightly budget, a monthly, or an annual. As an apprenticeship, you can check this, but I think you'll be paid weekly, so a weekly budget is a good idea. So let's enter some figures here. Let's, Control Z that. Okay, so let's go over here to description. Rent, petrol. You could have car maintenance since you'd be driving a car. Now, you might be able to get some figures off the RACQ or the NRMA website about the typical maintenance costs for a car. Food, and that's entertainment of some sort. You've got your phone, of course. Entertainment is, of course, discretionary, but so what have we got? Phone, rent, petrol, electricity. Okay, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to sum up all that column. So home, you should have see that sigma signal, that's the capital letter S in Greek, that's sigma for sum. So if I click that, let's see what it's done. It's gone from C16 to C35, which is what I want. This subtotal 109, what's a function? Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, I would have just had equals sum, not equals subtotal. But you can check this with the calculator. I'll just show you what, if you put it in manually, I would have just put in equals sum, selected that, close the bracket, same thing, all right? Is a trial balance, so our income post-tax is there for the week. What, you know, it'd be nice if this was all under that week. So why, I'm going to just move this over. I'm going to move over all of this column here, but I'm going to have to Control X and Control V, not copy it. I'm going to have to move it. So just see what happens here. No, I messed it up. So Control Z, leave it there. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is do a trial balance. Just zoom out a little bit. Okay, so what we want is we've got income and expenses. Right, so over here, the income, bring it, don't type it in, bring it down, because this way, whenever you've changed up here, it will change as well. Do the weekly one, income post-tax, press enter. Expenses, here's your 510 here, enter. Balance. So that's going to be equal to your income minus your expenses. There you go. If you want to, you can format your negatives to come out in red. That's format number, I think it is. Control 1, you go to Control 1, numbers. You can format it to come out in red like that. But, you know, getting a bit fussy here. And if you want to format this here to be the same there, just because it's it'll just line up better, Control 1 or go into alignment, horizontal formatting, right indent 1, and that just lines up your decimal points, which as a maths teacher, I always like to see that. Okay, so I'll zoom in again. Let's see what we got. So we're $36 in the red. So that causes us to have a think. Your first year apprenticeship, you got hardly any money, but you're working towards your career. So don't sweat. It's just a short amount of time before you'll be bringing in those notes. All right. So that's your first trial balance. That gives you something to work on. With your second year, now you can do it a couple of ways. Possibly the easiest way then is to go through, that's first year, just copy this and make one for second year. So right click on the tab there, move or copy, create a copy. It's going in the same workbook, so you're keeping everything together, move it to the end. Now we've got the same spreadsheet, rename it, my first year, so my second year, all right? And then go through, you'd have an update to your hourly rate, which you've got to get from that ombudsman site, where the link was from Canvas. It might be $14, might be $15. Just go through that same process. Maybe you'll be able to afford a little bit more for entertainment in your second year, or a little bit more for your tools. Okay? I hope that helps.